Meet Scott Barrow of Salt Lake, Emily Clank of Mesa, Arizona, and Daniel Crittle of Winnemucca, Nevada. 3 competitors in the latest campus-wide ping pong tourney with at least 2 random things in common. First, they were each hardcore enough to actually be practicing the day before the competition, and second, they all had no problem with BYU Weekly stalking them. Scott Barrow grew up playing with his brothers, mostly getting whooped until he got older. Now their matches are tight. Last summer, Scott walked away with a 99-101 record against one brother. Nowadays, he trains at Heritage Apartments every weekend with a friend. Emily Clankoff says she's loved ping pong since she was 12. Her career highlight was hitting an insane backhanded shot to win a doubles match at a recent family reunion. These days, she plays once a week or more, but never with shoes.
In barefoot, I feel like I have more grip, and shoes are just a distraction, and I just can't handle it.
Daniel Crittle knew what ping pong was, but didn't start playing often until just a few years ago. Now he plays about twice a week. Last year, he entered the tourney but left trophyless. All 3 had their strategies for bringing their A game. Aside from practicing, Emily made sure she got some sleep, Daniel ate his Wheaties, and Scott listened to some music.
Actually, it was Give Said the Little Stream. It's my pump-up song, I guess.
Well, it was time for the 64-competitor bracket-style double elimination tourney to begin.
Table 5 is...
And Emily was weighing her chances at winning a coveted trophy.
Probably next to 0, but if I did, I would be so happy. Oh, beyond happiness.
But maybe she was underestimating herself. In her first match, she got an early lead and stayed ahead all the way to the end. Daniel won his first match as well, but things weren't looking so hot for Scott.
I've never played anybody left-handed, so that kind of threw me, and he could also switch his hands and play with either one, but he was good overall anyways.
But game 2 proved different for Scott. He got a cushy lead and his record moved to 1-1 with this overhead slam. Meanwhile, Daniel grabbed another victory, and Emily, well, at least she didn't get skunked.
I probably got that 1 point because he decided to be nice to me.
On to round 3, Scott's game was nerve-wrackingly close, but he came back from a 3-point deficit to win. Daniel easily moved to 3-0, and Emily sadly got out of the tournament. But with nothing to be ashamed about, she lasted longer than any other girl. Game 4 proved to be a sweaty one for Scott. He gave it his all, but it still wasn't quite enough, and he lost 7-11, ending his chances for the night.
I don't know, I guess he's just better than me. It happens. But now I can go do homework, so it's all good.
Everything was still going well for Daniel. He won yet again and earned his way to the semifinals. But he knew he had to crank his game up a notch to keep up with the people he'd be playing now.
With the players that can return the serve, you have to be ready for it and have a plan of attack, basically. It's kind of like chess, but so yeah.
His next game was against Joe Lewis, the returning 2-time campus ping pong champ. It wasn't a slaughter, but a few whiffs here and there proved too costly, and Daniel got his first taste of defeat.
I don't really care when I miss the ball. When people are watching, it's a little nerve-wracking, but I miss the ball all the time. It's small. His
next opponent was another all-star, Justin Wong, who'd ranked 8th nationally as a teenager in the sport. It was neck and neck. But in the end, Daniel fell to Justin 11-9. Daniel had no reason to cry, though. He placed 3rd overall, and that meant trophy time.
We've got a little mantle, a little bookshelf. It'll go right up there for the posterity to see.
With Daniel, Scott, and Emily all out, there was only one thing left to watch: Justin and Joey as they faced off in the finals. Joey had won their first duel in the semis, but in the end, Justin made a massive comeback, winning 2 games in a row to win it all.
Like all the trophies I've won, this is like the coolest one by far.
Yeah, he's just a better player than me, and I knew it. So that kind of went to my head. I don't know, maybe a little bit. I'm glad I lost to him, I guess. I don't know.
Adam Belinsky, BYU Weekly.